Welcome back, traders. Welcome back, YouTube. Today is another day of my life. You understand? Like we do all day. I share you guys the days, things, activities in my life, and everything you get. So today I helped out on a trade during the London session. So this actually on 1 hour. I really don't trade the higher time frame. Mostly I do the session trades. You understand? So going on the 5 minutes time frame. This morning 5 minute time frame during the London session, like the OGs know that I have it's a session indicator. I don't use indicator, I use pure price action. So that's this session indicator just shows you when the London and the New Year session open. Like you can see at the left hand side of my screen, if I on it, the blue, this is the London session. This is when it's open 9 a.m. GMT plus 1. You understand? So and the new session open 2 p.m. GMT plus 1. So if I put off, this is the new session, the pink, and the blue one is the London session. So like I've done that, so I will have to put it off so you guys can get a clearer picture. So when I woke up this morning, came to work, understand, I saw my setup here played out here, the two rules I want to see, which was I saw this first break of structure here, market break structure here. So this first break of structure here. So the first break of structure here. Just write it. So the first break of structure here, and I saw what the second break of structure here. Okay. Yep, so the second break of structure here. So if I clone this and put it here, second break of structure, what next do I want to see? I want to see when price first broke the first break of structure, I wait for price to come back to mitigate the first order block, which the market did right here. You can see after breaking the structure here, the market came back to mitigate this order block here. So that turns our point of invalidation, mitigate the order block here. So here leaves us with our invalidation point. So I'll make that red. So invalidation point NV. So this is my invalidation point. Then I'll look for the order block that led to the second break of structure, and this is the order block that led to the second break of structure here. And this order block has a high confluence. It has an imbalance here. So as a confluence for me, and if I pick my Fibonacci through from the swing low to the swing high, you can see that this order block rests between the 70.5% fib level and 79.00 fib level. You get it? So that was why I marked out this order block. It's a high probable order block, you understand, having the imbalance around it, you understand. So I marked out this order block. So that is where I make my POI. Yeah. So there's something I want to tell you guys, you understand. Like I always say in my previous video, the price came back here, almost came back to come to my POI, but didn't get into my POI. So and what went up, you understand. So when the market continues going up, making higher highs and higher lows, but there's something about my strategy that that I follow. Sorry about that. The place where the point of invalidation, the mitigation occurs, that's where the institution are willing to buy from or sell from. And you can see this is where the point of invalidation, the mitigation occurs. So this is where the institution are putting their orders to buy from. You get the point. So all these order blocks that are forming here are just creating liquidity. So if I put the retail trader trend line, you can see that this is a trend line leaving liquidity below. So this is a trend line. I'll use the blue. This is a trend line leaving liquidity. You know, the market, where the market goes to what liquidity, where liquidity is. If you watch my previous video, you understand what I mean by liquidity and everything. So what I use to notify my liquidity is I use this X sign. So liquidity is resting below this trend line, is resting below this trend line. So I'm not looking for buy opportunity around here, because this is where the point of invalidation occur, the mitigation. So that's where the institution, the banks are willing to do what, buy from. So all this one are just inducing what they are just inducing illiquidity. And you can see what the market did. The market came down from here at this point and took out those that are buying from this region and took them out and tapped into this my order block that I marked here. You can see that perfectly. It tapped into it perfectly. After tapping into it, for those that are aggressive traders, would have set their limits here. You understand? They have set their limit and their stop loss below the invalidation point, and that will leave you with there about 8 pips stop loss, and you might just target the high or 1:3, whichever. You understand? Whichever one you want to go for your target. Me, I go for 1:10 based on what I do. I go on lower time frame to confirm my entry. You get the point? So for those that are aggressive traders, at least 1:3 is a better risk to reward ratio. So you would have hit your TP there. So but what I did, I went down on my lower time frame, which is what, the 15 seconds, to do what, look for my entry model, which I got on the 15 seconds. So I entered around, sorry, I'm not going to show you guys on this channel, maybe in the further, sorry, my network just, and let me connect back a minute. I think you should be back. Yeah, it's back now. The network is back. So I made my entry around here. Yes, I made my entry at 106453. Yes, yeah, it was around 453 this price. And the OGs know that I use 2 pips stop loss. I don't go below 2 pips, or I don't go above. I can go below 2 pips, but I don't go above 2 pips. So my stop loss was actually around here, 2 pips. Exactly 2 pips. Let me use this. Exactly 2 pips. So, and I go for what, 1:10, which is 20 pips. You get the point? So the trade was so very fast and it hit TP so very fast. You can see, guys, the market picked me in, went a little bit of drawdown here, and what finally hit TP. So guys, this is the trade I took today. You get the point? So in essence, what you need to do is always trust your plan, follow your plan, and stick to it. Don't change strategy. When you train strategy, you're not going to know the ups and downs that comes with your strategy. So without wasting much of your time, this is the trade I took today. So if you love this kind of content and want more of it, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification in order to get notified when I upload new content like this. So if you really get value to this video, please smash the like button, so it could help for the YouTube algorithm. So to go over this again, what I do is I wait for 2 breaks of structure. After 2 breaks of structure, and I wait for price to come back to the second order block that led to the second break of structure. And you can see it, this is the order block here that led to the second break of structure, and it must have a imbalance. And you can see the market has imbalance here. So, and finally price came in, tap in, and gave me my entry model, which I took the trade, and finally hit TP. So guys, catch you up in the next video.